Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will see a small video on CTAS versus views in Databricks. So CTAS, as we all know, is create table as select, and view is always a query that is based on top of some tables. So the difference between CTAS and a view is that CTAS creates a table in the physical memory of the catalog, whereas a view is just a set of queries stored on top of a table, but not in the physical memory of our catalog. So that's the basic difference, and we will see how it differs with the hands-on. So let's go back to our code and see what we are going to do. So this is my query. Select all from our employees table where salary is greater than 60,000. So it gives us three records. It will give us three records. This is the query that I will use as CTAS and also in the definition of the view. Let's go down. So here is my CTAS query. So what I'm going to do is we create a table, uh, high salary employees, where salary is greater than 60,000. The same query I showed you above. So let's hit this. So it will create a table shortly. Yes, it created a table. Now let's select all from this table just to see what happened. Yes. So we see the three records which were the output of the initial query being implemented into this table. So the table is created with exactly these rows as we had earlier mentioned. Now let's go back to this code section, and now we are creating a view. I shall employees views. We are using the same query. Let me hit execute. Okay, so a view is created. Let's select all from a view. Okay, so we see the same three rows. Now the difference in the functionality of a view and on the functionality of a table is that once this CTAS table is created, if we make changes to the original table, it won't show any changes in the CTAS table, but the same changes will be implemented in the view. Since the view is dynamic, it's just a set of queries sitting on top of source table. So let me do one thing here. Let's do one thing now. Let's truncate this original source table. Okay, so the source table is truncated. If we select all from this source table, yep. So this source table is truncated. But since we created the CTAS table earlier, so we don't expect any changes to this CTAS table. Because these records are stored physically on some location in the catalog. So these records have no impact. So this CTAS table has no impact whatsoever is done to the source table. But if we go back to the view, this view will now contain no rows since the source table has been truncated. So yes, it will reflect all the changes that is done to the source table. So coming back to the use cases, which service to use when. So if we want our storage to be optimized, so remember CTAS takes up storage in our physical locations, whereas the view has no extra storage associated with it. And if we want our performance to be optimized, meaning if we want the faster repeated queries, then we use CTAS. Otherwise, if we can have a trade-off with the queries performance, we can go for the view because it always executes the ad hoc queries whenever required. And coming to the data freshness, let's say we have some changes made to the source table. So in that case, we have to set up additional logic for the CTES because it is not dynamic, whereas the view will reflect every changes done to the source table. So we don't need any additional logic for the view refreshes in terms of the data. And mostly in terms of ETL and reporting purposes, we use CTES, whereas if we want the logical abstraction for security purposes of the data and the governance, and in most cases, even the dashboard uh, that need refreshes or need to reflect the latest data, we use the views. To summarize, CTAS creates a physical table for faster performances, while the views are virtual tables that always fetch the latest data. We use CTAS when the performance is required and the storage efficiency matters, and views when we need the real-time data without any storing overheads. So if you found this video very helpful, give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more Databricks content. Also comment below if you have any queries or questions or even the suggestions for my next videos. So see you in the next one. Thank you.